Men today are more connected than ever before. So why do so many of them feel completely alone? This isn't just a feeling. It's a growing pattern. A quiet epidemic that most people see, but no one is really fixing. Because male loneliness doesn't always look obvious. It hides behind busy schedules, social media, and surface-level conversations. But underneath it all, something is missing. Relatable reality. On paper, life looks normal. You have work, you have responsibilities, maybe even people around you. You reply to messages, you scroll through social media, you interact with others throughout the day. But when everything slows down, there's no one you can really talk to. Not about real things, not about what's actually going on in your mind. And that's where the loneliness hits. Not because you're physically alone, but because you feel emotionally disconnected. The illusion of connection technology has made communication easier than ever. You can message anyone instantly. You can join communities. You can stay in touch all the time. But connection is not the same as communication. Liking a post isn't connection. Sending memes isn't connection. Quick check-ins aren't connection. Real connection requires depth. It requires vulnerability. And for many men, that's exactly what's missing. Why male friendships fade over time. Think back to your early years. School, college, younger days. Friendships were easier. You spent time together naturally. You shared experiences daily. Conversations happened without effort. But as life moves forward, everything changes. Work becomes a priority. Responsibilities increase. Time becomes limited. And slowly, friendships fade. Not because of conflict, but because of neglect. You stop reaching out. They stop reaching out. And eventually, the connection weakens. The unspoken rule among men. There's also something deeper at play. An unspoken rule. Don't open up too much. Keep things light. Keep things surface level. Don't get too emotional. So even when men do meet, the conversations stay safe. Work, sports, jokes, but rarely fear, stress, doubt, loneliness, and over time, this creates distance because you can be surrounded by people and still feel like no one truly knows you. The dating illusion. A lot of people assume if you're dating or talking to someone, you can't be lonely. But that's not always true. Modern dating often lacks depth. Conversations are fast. Attention is divided. Everything feels temporary, and apps have made it worse. Endless options create less commitment, less effort, less emotional investment. So instead of building connection, many men experience repeated surface-level interactions, which only increases the feeling of isolation. Why men don't talk about it? Here's the biggest issue. Most men don't talk about loneliness because it feels like failure, like something is wrong with you. So instead of expressing it, you internalize it. You distract yourself. Stay busy. Focus on work, but the feeling doesn't go away. It just gets buried deeper. The mental and physical impact loneliness isn't just emotional. It affects your entire system. Studies have shown that chronic loneliness can lead to increased stress levels, higher risk of depression, poor sleep quality, lower motivation, weakened immune system. It can even impact heart health, but because it's not visible, it's often ignored. The dangerous cycle. Here's where it becomes a loop. You feel disconnected, so you withdraw. You withdraw, so connections weaken. Connections weaken, so you feel even more alone, and the cycle continues. Without awareness, it can last for years. The real problem. The problem isn't that men don't want connection. It's that they don't know how to build it anymore. Because no one teaches this. No one teaches how to maintain friendships as an adult, have deeper conversations, express emotions without feeling weak. So most men just figure it out alone. The turning point. Here's the shift. Loneliness doesn't fix itself. It requires intention. Connection isn't something that just happens as you get older. It's something you have to actively build. What you can do. This doesn't require a huge change, but it does require action. 1. Reach out first. Don't wait for others. Send the message. Make the call. Most people are more open than you think. They're just waiting too. 2. Go beyond surface level. Next time you talk to someone, go one step deeper. Ask real questions. Share something real. That's how connection starts. 3. Prioritize in-person interaction. Digital communication is limited. Real connection happens face-to-face. Even occasional meetups make a difference. 4. Build consistency. Connection isn't built in one conversation. It's built over time, regular check-ins, shared experiences. That's what strengthens relationships. 5. Accept vulnerability as strength. Opening up doesn't make you weak. It makes your relationships real. And real connection is what removes why it feels harder than it should. Here's something most men don't realize. It's not just that connection takes effort. It's that you've been out of practice. For years, your life has been structured around independence. Handle your own problems. Figure things out yourself. Don't rely too much on others. So when it comes to building deeper connections now, it feels unfamiliar, even uncomfortable. You might hesitate before sending a message. Overthink what to say. Wonder if you're bothering someone. And sometimes, you don't reach out at all. Not because you don't want connection, but because it feels easier to stay in your own space. The silent distance between men. There's also something else happening. A lot of men are waiting for the other person to make the first move. You think if they wanted to talk, they would reach out. But they're thinking the exact same thing. So both sides stay silent. Not because the connection isn't there, but because no one breaks the pattern. And over time, that silence turns into distance. Why this matters more than you think. This isn't just about having people to talk to. It's about having people who understand you, people you can be real with. Because without that, life starts to feel heavier than it should. Even simple challenges feel harder. Stress builds up faster, and your mind has nowhere to release it. That's why connection isn't optional. It's essential. And this is exactly why building consistency in relationships matters so much. Because without it, even the strongest people start to feel alone. If this resonated with you, you're not the only one. And if you want more content like this, subscribe and stay connected. Because real strength isn't handling everything alone. It's knowing when to connect